Hey everyone, welcome to the pod, where we are two nuts on a couch. I'm Josh, and this is Noah. Let's get into it. Lovely for a Friday.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
I thought holding on to opening this till we started was a pretty good thing to do.
Oh no, it feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got myself a beverage. You got yourself a nooner.
Yeah. What are you drinking today?
I'm drinking a Captain's Daughter.
We do love a good Captain's Daughter.
I mean, how could you not?
You know, actually, every time I think of the name Captain's Daughter, I think of what's the sailor's tone that's like. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
My thoughts are actually a lot different. I was like, who is the daughter?
Really? Do you know?
There's a picture of a woman. I was like, is this actually someone's daughter? Is it named after someone?
Oh, that made me feel really bad. If every time I think of that, I think of that little rhyme, because you know how it ends, right?
No, I actually don't.
It's like it ends with like the woody early in the morning, and it's like, put her in the bed with the captain's daughter, put him in the bed with the captain's daughter, put him in the bed with the captain's daughter early in the morning.
Oh God!
You've never heard that?
I definitely have heard it. It's just been a little.
Oh,
while.
I think it's hysterical. That's what I think of every time I drink a captain's daughter.
Do you think it could be Keira Knightley? Actually,
I do love Keira Knightley.
she's not the captain's daughter, but like, she's a pirate. So
She is probably the pirate.
the pirate. Yeah.
I don't think there could ever be another person to do this good.
Yeah, but I think her and Will had a son.
They did have a son.
So
How many movies? How many Pirates of the Caribbean movies are there? Isn't there
I think there's 5, but they're
what it?
at some point they stopped having like Orlando Bloom.
Yeah. Well, what's
Keira
first
Knightley,
one? Right, Curse of the Black Pearl.
Yeah.
Second one, Dead Man's Chest.
Yep. And then there.
Third one, At World's End.
Then Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Fourth one, that's one with what, Blackbeard?
No, it's with the mermaids.
With the mermaids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one with Blackbeard.
Oh, then yeah.
Right, the Dead Men Tell No Tales. They go get the Fountain of Youth.
Yes.
And then, is there a fifth one after that?
Did we already? Yeah.
Yeah, there's gotta be.
There is.
Yeah, there has to be. That's the one where like the dead Spanish or the like undead Spanish guy comes like back. It was like, Jack Sparrow wronged him when he was like a kid, and
It was when he was like a young
yeah, he was,
sailor.
like,
Yeah.
young, and like damned the guy to die. And he came back like undead and like went on a rampage.
Oh, so it was On Stranger Tides was the mermaids one. That's the Fountain of Youth, and then it goes Dead Man Tells No Tales.
Oh, okay. So
Because I was gonna say, I was like, I know that one is the last one.
right. So there's 6.
There's 5.
5. So there's 5. I saw something that said Jack Sparrow was getting like signed up back again to do a couple more.
I was like, after everything he's been
Which would be
through.
awesome.
yeah. I would kind of weirdly hope that they make a reference to the trial.
Oh, that'd be so funny. I think he definitely would sneak it in there somehow.
I'm not sure how yet, but that it would make it better.
I'm for it. I'm rooting for it. I actually really do because I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
They were fantastic. They kind of went a little down for the last 2.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're making that many, I mean, it's just like Fast and Furious. Like those have kind of like sucked the last like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I never actually watched all of them.
I gave up after they came out with like the Josh and or like the Hobbs and whatever spin-off
Hobbs and
one.
Shaw.
Yeah, spin-off one. That's when I kind of bailed out.
Yeah, there are certain movies that just don't hold up if you keep trying to remake them. That's kind of what we're doing with movies. Everywhere.
Yeah, people don't really make new movies anymore. Although I do really like when like it's very rare, but some of the remakes that happen do come out really well. Like when they revive an old movie and redo it, like they do a really good job. Like Disney getting into all the live action movies now.
Yeah, those are good. I've enjoyed
really
those. I guess my problem is I was like episode 1 through 3 of Star Wars as a kid. Those were my Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
And I loved the originals, and I loved the episodes 1 to 3. But episode 7 and 9 just didn't do it for me.
Yeah,
It
so
upset me.
I remember taking so much heat when I was like little for liking episodes 1 through 3 by anybody like over the age of like 35. Like
And-
they just would grill me about how bad they were. But like you go back and watch them and like episodes 4, 5, and 6, while they're really good and like nostalgic, you can't compare to like the lightsaber fights in episode 1, 2, and 3. Just like the
Yeah,
like,
there's
the
a lot that
litness
changed.
of everything.
Yeah.
like
I mean, that's just technology.
yeah.
Where we were able to do so much more, and I don't really think the new ones really provided that much of like better CGI.
No, I don't. Yeah, no. I think the newest ones, like 7, 8, 9, were in a really tough spot because it's like, how do you not make the first one and pay homage to all the earlier Star Wars movies, right? Because all the like A New Hope references in that movie were really cool, and it was really cool to like get everybody back into it. But then they just didn't do anything afterwards.
Yeah, but they made some good middle ones. Like when they made. It started with
filler
Rogue,
ones. The filler ones were awesome.
Rogue One was awesome.
Yep.
I loved Han Solo.
Yep.
Solo. That was a good movie, and Childish Gambino's in it. So how can he really complain?
Yep. You know what I really like that Disney does now that they have all these like long like franchises movies, they'll put them in chronological order for you.
Yeah.
Like when you're on Disney Plus and you go to their like Star Wars dashboard,
Yeah,
you
I
can
love it.
watch them. So like everybody who loves to debate like what order do you watch the movies, like order of release, it's like no, you watch them in chronological order because that's what you fucking should do. And I like that Disney puts them in that order now.
I was talking to someone that recently was showing their young kids Star Wars because they're going to Disney. So he had an internal debate for a while of what order does he show them, the original order or chronological order? Because I mean, it's all over the place. But I personally think you should do it in chronological order.
Yeah.
It tells the story better. Is it a little weird to go from like high quality CGI to what they had available when the originals were coming out? And
no, I think anybody would understand like what's happening. Like you're doing them in chronological, and like you can explain. Like anybody will accept the fact that they went 4, 5, 6 just because of technology.
yeah, but kids, they don't know anything different. Like at least like when we were younger, we still had a lot of like cool stuff, but like we kind of saw the rise of like computers and especially cell phones.
Yeah, but I don't think kids care about like the quality of a like when they're watching a Star Wars movie, they're not sitting there going like, the CGI is pretty bad, and that lightsaber looks like you can see like dust flying off of it whenever they like contact. What's going on here?
I almost feel like they do notice that.
No,
though.
I feel like you're so entranced in like the Star Wars world that like you don't pick up on that.
Well, it depends on what age the kid is. I feel like if you get a 10-year-old that has had access to the internet, can see all that stuff, like, and like read about it.
Nah, I'm doubling down. I think any kid would be so entranced in the Star Wars universe that they won't care. They won't even be like. They'll be like. I think any kid that watches it won't like episodes 4, 5, and 6 as much as the older, like, Star Wars community does, but like they won't like them as much and appreciate them as much. But I think that they'll still like them. It'll be exactly what it is for us. Like I love episodes 1, 2, and 3. I really enjoy 4, 5, and 6. But if you gave me free reign to watch any Star Wars movie, I'm not like I can watch one. I'm not picking 4, 5, or 6. Whereas anybody that's like 30 or older is.
Yeah,
that's like their go-to.
For 2 or 3 years, I went as Anakin Skywalker for Halloween just because I loved him.
I ironically never did that.
Really?
I never went as a Star Wars character for Halloween, but I
Never
always had like lightsabers and like everything. I never
How
did
could
that.
you know? I mean,
I don't know. On thinking about it now, I don't know. Like I don't even remember everything that I was ever for Halloween. The only ones I remember is like an army. I was an army guy once, and I had the fake little like gun that like
that made pop noises.
that was like that. It was a pistol, but it shot like a machine gun.
Shot the burst and stuff.
And it was fantastic, and I loved it. I was a mobster pimp, and I walked around with like a submachine gun airsoft gun,
Nice.
like unloaded, of course, because I cared more about candy. But like that, those are like the 2 costumes I remember out of all of them. The rest a blur to me.
I mean, last Halloween we had this debate, actually. We don't really know when the right age to stop trick or treating is. You argued that it should be sometime in high school.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
No.
You should. Yeah, you should trick or treat.
No.
Yes,
No.
absolutely.
No.
Never stop trick or treating.
No. As
Absolutely.
soon as you can make your own money, there's no reason for you to trick or treat.
Well, so what happens if? What if I don't? What if you're the type of family that your parents subscribe to? School is your job, so you don't have a job in high school, therefore you don't get money.
I feel like
Am I allowed to trick or treat then?
most
in high school?
families that say that they're, I feel like that it's like school is your job. A lot of families will not give like their kids a shit ton of money, but like a reasonable like allowance.
No.
To
I don't
do
think so.
things.
Not always. Not everybody can give like money for allowances. No, not every parent wants to. I don't think that like pigeonholes somebody just because you get an allowance and you're in high school or you have a job and in high school means you can't trick or treat. I feel like you should always be allowed to trick or treat. Really, you never stop trick or treating because think about it, right? Like when you're young, you trick or treat for the candy. Then you, as I portray it, you trick or treat all the way until you go to college, right? In high school, you can go trick or treating if you want with your friends.
No.
All right. Then you hear me out. All right. Hear me out.
Okay.
Then you go to college, trick or treating. You can go get dressed up and you're going out and you're drinking. Alcohol is your candy.
Yeah.
You're going out, so trick or treating is still a thing. It's just changed form as to what you're hunting for. Right? You're going dorm to dorm, house party to house party, looking for booze. Then you get out, right? And that trend kind of keeps going, right? You're still like we have Halloween parties still. We go out and we go to the bars on Halloween weekend.
It's different
and such, and but we do we go and enjoy Halloween, and we go, and you're telling me that if you were like now you were out on Halloween and you were walking down the street and you saw this old couple like giving out candy to a couple little trick-or-treater kids, and they waved over to you guys and they were like, do you guys want some candy? You want to come trick-or-treat? You wouldn't run over and go trick-or-treat and take some candy?
That's so different.
No,
that is so different.
That is not different.
They see who you are and what you are, and
no
are
way.
Inviting you over for it. That's so different.
Listen, the point that I'm making is that at any age you want to trick or treat.
You're not trick or treating.
So you should.
Someone offering you candy.
No, it's not. They're saying, "Do you want to come trick or treat?" They're waving you over and they're saying, "Do you want to come trick or treat at our house and come take some of our candy?"
I don't think that's the same thing.
I'm soliciting forever to the opinion that you should never stop trick or treating and should always be allowed to go trick or treating.
I couldn't disagree more.
Well, you know what? Good thing that in America, where we are, you're allowed to have an opinion even if it's wrong.
Okay, so speaking of opinions in America, let's get into it.
Hit me with it.
So, there's the age-old debate of who would win in a race, Joey Chestnut or Usain Bolt in a 100-meter dash, where prior to said 100-meter dash, we forced them to eat hot dogs.
Okay. Is this like, are we talking like today? Like if we took them today?
Yes.
As they are today?
No, I want to go prime.
Prime?
Yeah.
We're taking like Usain Bolt, Beijing Olympics, smashing world records, and we're taking Joey Chestnut.
At his prime, where he's just demolishing dogs.
Right. What was it like? What was his thing? Like 73?
Something like that?
Was his career, whatever?
Yeah.
How long is that event? Like, how long do they have to eat that many?
That's a great question. So, it's 10 minutes. He eats 76 hot dogs and bun.
Hot dog and bun. All right, so we're doing hot dog and bun. Competition style?
Yes.
Right.
Full-fledged.
Get a cup of water?
Yes.
All right. One hot dog?
We'll start with one.
One hot dog. So we're saying, right, competition style. So you gotta, right, you're at the start line. You get, gun goes off. You get the hot dog, 1 cup of water on a table. You gotta down it, show clean mouth, get the green light from the judge that you're good, and then sprint your 100 meters. And that's your thing?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm taking Usain Bolt. Hands down.
I think at one hot dog, I would have a tough time.
I don't like
disagreeing.
I don't think people understand like how fast this man is and was at the peak of his career. Like this man, like not even the fact that like he like has the fastest recorded time. When he ran that race, he stopped running the last like 10 meters. Like he slowed down because he was so far ahead of everybody. Like he didn't full-fledged dog that to the finish line. He took it out of like gear and coasted his last like 3 strides. And like it's like I don't think like even that like 9.6 100-meter world record, like that's not even the fastest he's ever run it. Like or could run it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this man is fast. And like what is it? The average I know this, I Google this all the time, but like the average man runs 100 meters in anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds, I think.
That is correct.
Like that's like the range for an average adult male. And I'm let's be honest, like Joey Chestnut, he's dog. He's got that dog in him. Like he is one of the dog. I will put him on my Mount Rushmore of athletes with Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt. Like I'll put him up there.
So I think that's one of the things that people don't think about with competitive eaters is they do have to exercise.
Oh yeah, like I think like I watched him way after his career on The Amazing Race, and like he was moving still as it like, but like so I'm thinking peak him, like he's got to be a fitter dude. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's running middle of the pack on that 15 to 20. So I'm giving him 17 and a half
seconds, yeah.
17 and a half seconds to run the 100.
Okay.
Now, that gives Usain Bolt like 8 seconds maybe, and I'm fudging my numbers. I'm not doing that.
It's actually 8 seconds, yeah.
Right, I'm giving him 8 seconds to eat a hot dog, and like that's like one hot dog in like regular race. Like I think that's easy money
for one him. Hot dog. It's doable.
I think it's easy money.
I mean, these are things posted on Reddit, so it's facts, but it's Reddit.
Yeah.
So Usain Bolt's record is 9.5 seconds. Now, the interesting thing about Joey Chestnut, so I'm with you in saying 17 and a half seconds is probably pretty good for where we think he would run in his prime. But in the first minute of the competition, Joey Chestnut eats a hot dog, 12 hot dogs in the first minute.
So what's that like?
He's averaging 5 hot dogs a hot dog per 5 seconds.
Oh, come on. Yeah, easy.
If he's going to do that in 5 seconds, you got to say at least 10 to 15 seconds.
For who? Usain?
Usain,
no. See, just think, like people, that's what I think. Every time we talk about like this or this comes up, every time there's an eating competition or there like whatever comes around, is everybody goes, Usain Bolt's not an eater. Like Usain, like can we talk like how many calories was Michael Phelps putting down when he was in the Olympics?
Eating
like,
a lot and eating fast are different things.
No, but like when you watch them, like they house food. They can like professional athletes can house food. Come on, go watch Tom Brady chug a beer.
Didn't Aaron Rodgers do it? And he didn't do it. He did it, but he didn't do it super well.
Yeah, yeah, it's like Tom Brady. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched Aaron Rodgers chug a beer. I know I've watched his O-linemen chug beer, and they're fucking great. But
that was the same clip.
Yeah, but I don't know if I've watched this again. But Tom Brady, right, housing a beer, insanely fast, right? He's not. He's just a professional athlete. He's not a fast dude, but he's a professional athlete, right? There's rumors that Patty Mahomes is fast as hell too, all right? So I'm saying athletes like house food, like you can go Google it, but not like Usain Bolt was eating nothing but McDonald's when he was in the Olympics in Beijing. Like he was eating 100 chicken nuggets a day when he was out there. Terrell Owens, right? T.O. He ate nothing but. No, Chad Ochocinco. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for mixing those two up. Hand up. That's a huge mistake.
Yeah,
right?
One guy changed his name.
Right, Chad Ochocinco, right, ate nothing but McDonald's every day. One of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and that man was a dog.
It just doesn't make sense,
right?
I mean,
Like, so they got freak bodies. So you're saying that, like, you can't say that it's gonna take Usain Bolt, like, average or a long time to eat a hot dog. Like, he'll house it, and if he's smart, which I'd like to think he is that he's doing exactly what Joey Chestnut is. He's doing the water dip to soak that bun, and he's just going down. He's not eating it to enjoy it. He's just eating it to get it down.
you don't eat to enjoy in an eating competition.
Yeah. So, but like, so
I want to enjoy.
I don't consider one hot dog an eating competition, though. Right? If you up the number, that's when, like, I think Joey Chestnut's, like, advantage would start to kick in. But, like, when it's just one dog in the 100 meters, I think Usain Bolt wins with distance.
So I guess
not even a close race.
But that's where the follow-up question is how many hot dogs does the competition have to include for Joey Chestnut to surpass Usain Bolt? I have my number.
Initially, my, like, gut number is, like, 5.
Yeah, I got him at 3.
3?
3. I think the amount of food you have to devour that fast is wild, and we're talking about 15 seconds on average.
It's going to take
what Joey Chestnut can do
to eat. It's going to take him 15 seconds to eat 3 hot dogs.
Yeah, so
right,
on average, and that's based upon his 12 for the first minute. So
well, you got to take him at peak, right? So that's peak rate.
Now I'm taking him at 32 and a half seconds is what it would take him to down that hot dog and complete the race.
Right. So we're saying, so what's that give? That gives Usain Bolt 20 seconds to eat 3 hot dogs if you're taking him there.
Just about 7 seconds.
Real. Ooh. See, when you put the number like that, that's a little bit tough, right? The fastest man in the world's putting him down 1 per 5 seconds.
And then you're going.
I give Usain Bolt the win, the easy dub on 1 because, especially
I think
2,
he'll cover
1,
the
2,
gap.
that's definitely easy. 3, it's a good line because, like, I think I'm still riding with my dog because, like, I'm gonna hang my hat on the fact that he was not running his fastest when he ran that 9.5. So, and, like, especially because, so I'll tell you this. Joey Chestnut's 100% going to finish the dogs before him and start running, but
that's not really a question.
If Usain Bolt is about within, let's say, 1.5 hot dogs, he's absolutely running that man down.
I don't think so. 1.5 hot dogs left.
Absolutely.
I don't think you're really fully appreciating how much density this is. It's a lot of weight.
No, but I'm telling.
It's a lot of space.
Listen, I'm not saying it's, like, not a lot of space, but in the exact moment, like, adrenaline's, like, we're taking these, like, peak competitors. Adrenaline's rushing, so when that's happening, like, your body's just, your mind's shut off to the fact that you just housed 5 hot dogs. They might, like, unless we're adding into the contest that you gotta not throw up after the fact. I'm taking my guy. If he's within 1.5 dogs, no matter what the number is, Usain Bolt's running him down. Because I don't think it's taking Usain Bolt 7. Oh no, I guess 7. Yeah, I don't think so. I like my guy. I think it's close. I think it's a photo finish.
If they were airing this on TV, well, one, I would watch.
Oh yeah, I would pay. I would honestly, like, if it was close, I would try to go watch it live.
Yeah.
For how short of an event it would be, I would probably pay like $250 for a ticket, peak. Most I would pay to go see it live.
$250?
$250 to go see it live.
Jesus.
Considering, like, considering there are Morgan Wallen tickets selling for like twice that right now in Foxborough, I think that's pretty reasonable. But things like that, are a once in a lifetime event.
At least when I'm going to a concert, I have multiple acts, multiple hours of content being shoved in my face.
Yeah, but, like, so that's fair. But I'm saying, like, but that's what I'm saying. I cap out at about 200. I would go for a once in a lifetime event.
Either way, I would want them to throw up.
I absolutely would pay the pay-per-view.
No, I just want them to throw up at the end.
Really?
I think it would be funny.
See, I don't like watching people throw up.
Oh, I'm not going to be stoked about it. I'm going to be like, ew, gross, but, like, I think it would add to it.
Well, I would show their level of commitment to the sport.
Yeah. You'd feel like now I got my money's worth.
Yeah. All right.
Because they cared.
So we're taking Usain. I'm taking Usain everything up to 3, up to and including 3.
Oh.
I think 4. I'm gonna adjust my initial gut. I'm gonna say 4 is where your photo finish. 5, Joey Chestnut's absolutely winning.
5 is not even a question. He wins.
I think up to and including 3, Usain Bolt wins. I think 4 is a photo finish. Depends on who's feeling frisky on 4 that day. Who woke up feeling Baker Mayfield dangerous. So I found something and I want to test you. All right. So I got 52. I'm not gonna read them all because obviously that would be a bore fest and that'd take forever. I got a website that's got 52 of the best random facts. Now I haven't vetted these, all right, but I'm gonna take them at their word.
No, I kind of want to do that.
Right, 52 of the best random facts, and then I got 101. Another website that is 101 fake facts that you're doomed to remember are true.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna read a fact, and I'm gonna ask you true or false.
Okay, so to start, well, you didn't vet these facts.
I didn't vet these, but we're gonna trust the websites. We're just gonna trust.
I blindly trusted Reddit today,
all right.
So
we can fact check ourselves after the fact. I didn't have the time to fact check these beforehand. All right.
All right. Let's do
You
it.
in for it?
Yeah.
All right. First fact: Australia is wider than the moon.
I'm gonna go with true.
You're gonna go with true?
Yeah.
And it is in fact true.
Hot start for me.
That is pretty impressive. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was false when I read it.
Australia's pretty big, and fortunately for me, you got a map of the world, which I also have some problems with.
Well, it's not proportional. Like that's like
no,
like
I know
US
it's not proportional.
But
Yeah, USA's crooked.
all right, you want to come over and insult the stuff in my house? Like, do it not when we're recording a video, people. All right, you want to insult my apartment aesthetic after the fact? Be my guest. Next fact. You ready?
Yeah.
It is illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland.
That's actually true.
How do you know that that's true?
I've seen that one online.
What?
Yeah.
It's considered animal abuse because they're social beings and get lonely. You have to have 2 or more. You can't just have 1.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's so weird.
I was like, they don't do that for humans. Imagine if they said that you're at a hospital and you just had a newborn baby, and one of the 2 parents gets to take home 2 babies.
Interesting.
That'd be weird.
All right. That's pretty surprising. I never would have thought that. That's pretty smart by them to care about guinea pigs. Like
yeah.
that.
I did get a little nervous, though, when, like, based upon the title of the false facts, is facts that you'll think are 100% true.
Yeah.
I absolutely thought that one was going to be false, and I just saw it online somewhere, and it was just a lie.
Ready for this one?
Yeah.
The kneecap is the roundest part of your body.
Roundest part. I gotta go with false.
It is false.
I got a heel.
You think a heel is the roundest part of your body?
A heel is very well rounded. It's not like a full circle.
An elbow is pretty round too, though.
That as well.
An elbow. Your fingertips are pretty round.
Yeah. Nose has some good curvature to it.
Nose does, but I'm thinking like spherical.
But yeah, that's not
thinking
really
spherical, not just like outright curve.
Yeah. Earlobes.
Earlobes, I'm still more spherical, right? Your chin.
Chin is very. Well, some chins like dimple in.
That is true. You can have a butt chin.
Some of them are like more square than round, but there are some very round chins out there.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin left a pen on the moon after his first visit. Eugene Cernan, the last moonwalker, found it and it still worked.
It feels so false, so I kind of want to say true, but I have to say false.
That is false. You're batting. Are you 4-0 right now?
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up. I thought you were going to be a lot worse at this. I really thought.
Yeah, random facts.
I expected
really
this. Yeah, this is interesting. One of the rings of Saturn is almost pure silver dust.
Oh God. I'm gonna go with false.
That is false.
Oh, thank God. I was like, you're telling me some billionaire hasn't figured out how to go get that.
I don't know.
What would happen if you took out the ring?
What do you mean? What one of the rings of Saturn?
Yeah.
Doesn't it have like 13?
Yeah, but what would happen to the planet if you took it away? What does it
Took
do?
away a ring?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just like a...
Is it just gravitational pull?
I think so. I
Like...
think it's just a condensed amount, like, of whatever material is at that, like, concentration or density. It just, like, ends up in that loop of a centripetal force, and it stays there. So if you removed it, nothing would happen to the other rings. They wouldn't, like, shift inward, I don't think. That's curious. We'll have to research that. That's a very interesting question.
I was just like, what do the rings even do?
I'm curious about that. I don't think they do anything positive for the planet. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't know about it.
Maybe it doesn't do anything positive, but would it do something negative if you removed it? That's...
Speaking of planets,
Okay.
Venus is the only planet to spin clockwise. True or false?
True.
It is true.
Undefeated.
You are doing pretty well. I'm really trying to find one that is...
I think that you're gonna get me.
Yeah, I'm really hoping you get one wrong, at least. You can't go perfect. There's only one letter that doesn't appear in any American state name.
Are you asking me what the letter is?
No, I'm just saying that there is one letter that does not appear in any state's name. So in the 26 letters in the alphabet, there's only one that doesn't show up in any of the states' names in the U.S.
That's a great question. I'm gonna go with true.
That is true.
Whew.
Would you like to know the letter?
I actually
can
would
you
love
guess? To. Actually, I would like to see if you can guess it.
Yeah, I was trying to think of states. A, B, C, good. D, good. E, good. F, good. G, also good. H, good. I, also part of the H for Hawaii.
Or Illinois, or Indiana.
Who cares?
Jesus Christ.
J. J? I think it's J.
Final answer?
Do we have a J state?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with J.
Did you forget New Jersey exists?
Oh, I fucking hate New Jersey. This actually brings me to my next point.
Hold on. It's Q. There's no Q in any state name.
Why wouldn't I have thought of that? Yeah, so my problem with New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey the other day, driving through it. I wouldn't be there. That's actually a lie. I got a friend that lives there, so I might be there. But I was driving through there. Their easy pass lanes are pure chaos.
I had a friend in college who said he became a civil engineer purely for the reason of fixing the roads in New Jersey.
So
He's from New Jersey. I've only been in New Jersey like 3 times in my life, and that was when when I was going to and from Myrtle Beach for spring break.
Okay.
And when I went there for a New Jersey Devils game, but that Devils game I took the train.
So you're not really paying attention.
So I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah, so I'm going through the easy pass lanes. Now they still have like the standard like terminals, not the ones where you can just kind of zip through in some locations. So I go through, we're approaching it, and it's like a 4-lane highway, and it breaks up. No guided lines or anything. It just like kind of splits up and then makes new lines as you approach the gates. And then it goes from these 12 different like terminals or whatever, like, and then comes back down to 4 lanes. I almost got hit by like 6 different cars.
Yeah. I can't speak to it. I mean, because I actively avoid it, but
it just bothered my soul.
Ooh. I can take that. I respect it. All right, so I got 2 more things to test you with. One, just because I find these to be interesting. One, a jiffy is an actual unit of time.
That is true.
That is true. Do you know what it is?
It's like 0.001.
It is. It's 1/100th of a second.
Yeah.
It's a jiffy. Be back in a jiffy. The last one is you can't hum if you hold your nose. Like if you pinch your nose shut, you cannot hum. Oh,
I've definitely tested this out.
No, you can't test it to answer the question.
Why not?
That's just completely defeats the point.
I'm going with true.
It is true. You cannot hum.
Should we
if
try
you pinch
it?
your nose. I was about to actually when I read the fact, and then I didn't want you to see. So you can. Yeah, I don't. You can't hum. You can't sustain. That's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty fun,
right? What? That's interesting. We're gonna have to take that into the office and test some people with that one.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, we're gonna get some people looking like big old idiots.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being a nut with me.
Yeah. Thanks for nutting with us.